BCW, BCW, BCW. BCW fans, I am longtime independent wrestling fan Robert A. Cole. Day in Hell was a great way for BCW to cap off 2018. The night's festivities began with the wedding of Jennifer and Sean. Congratulations to both of them. And I do recall Shane Fair trying to incorporate some wrestling talk into it by saying, the following marriage is scheduled for one lifetime in the crowd. One lifetime! Very good. And funny thing, instead of initially having their first kiss as husband and wife, the minister, he says, you may now pin the groom. And then they had their first kiss as husband and wife. Congratulations to both of them again. I don't know if they've been to every BCW show to date. Then out comes the voice of BCW, Peter Rosado and AJ Pan, and they have unveiled the trophy for the King of the Monsters winner. And Peter announced to the crowd that the King of the Monsters will be a yearly thing. Kudos, Peter. And he said that the winner of this year's turn will have their name inscribed, and every year they're going to bring the trophy back, and each year's winner, you get the point. But on with the ring action as we kicked off the show with the returning Richard Holiday defeating the debuting Saeed Al... Is it Saeed? I apologize, I got his name wrong. Saeed Al Sabah. Hopefully Sabah gets to come back in the future. Our next matchup, we saw freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy defeat the ace that runs the place, Bronx's own Ace Andrews. And after the match ended, Andrews nailed Cassidy with a spiked DDT after the match, almost similar to Gangrel's Impaler DDT. Next singles match, we saw the damn, I forgot his nickname, Chris Dickinson. He defeated Teddy Hart. Then in a mixed tag team match representing the Pan Core Agency, Tasha Steeles and Bison with AJ Pan in their corner as they defeated Riley Shepard and the gifted one, Yaya. Great to see he got to come back. And next matchup, we saw Billy Brash defeat Montana Black and the debuting Wildman Congo to become the first ever King of the Monsters winner. And right after Sean and Jennifer got married, I forgot to mention this, they're interrupted by the Super Saiyan Squad, Eric Jaden, Rick Recon, the Bushwick Beast, Chris Barton, and Dominic De Niro. And then eventually out comes Junior Flo, Aramis La Paz, and Glacier to hype up the show later on. I forgot to mention that happened right after the wedding ceremony. Excuse me. At that point, they did go to intermission. It was intermission at that point, and truth be told, I considered missing this very show because when I had to stop in the bank on the way home, and after getting out of the bank, it was raining, and I actually thought maybe I shouldn't go because in addition, I was really not in the best of spirits. But I made it out there, and I guess we can get back to the show now. We kick off the second half with a six-man tag team action as we saw the Saiyan Squad, Eric Jaden, Bushwick Beast, Chris Barton, and Dominic De Niro as they defeated Glacier, Junior Flo, and Aramis La Paz. It should be noted, the squad was accompanied to the ring by, I forgot the gentleman's name, but I know he's from A Shot of Wrestling's podcast. I know it wasn't the Green Man because I know he commentates the shows with Rosado and AJ Pan. But yeah, Saiyan Squad picked up the victory in that six-man tag team match. Next up in singles competition, a battle of debuts from Chikara Pro as Ophidian, who I remember used to be one half of the Osirian Portal, he defeated Travis Huckabee. Up next, we had women's action as we saw Faye Jackson defeat Harlow O'Hara. After the match ended, Peter Rosado took off his headset and had the microphone. He says, Faye. But then she takes the microphone and she says, hey, I'm the queen of BCW. I want my crown. And she referred to BCW owner Anthony Cole as Steve Harvey's suit. And Peter announced that when BCW returns, as they kick off 2019 on Friday, January 18th, they will have a, I don't know, Peter Rosado, I believe it's a one-night tournament to crown BCW's first ever women's champion. Next up, as the next match was getting underway, I saw 3 people bringing boxes of cakes into the building, and there was a lime cake, a chocolate cake, and I think a lemon cake. Pretty good food, and good thing I was there because I was starving at that point. And I went, and during this next match, I actually went to get some of it to eat as the line was dying down. In the triple threat match from the Saiyan Squad, Rick Recon defeated the Midnight Machine, Sam Shields, and El Presidente Sanchez. Then in the main event of the evening, the good guy Azrael with AJ Pan defended his heavyweight championship against wrestling's richest prize, Darius Carter. And in this matchup, I forgot who, but somebody bumped into referee Christopher Shady Torres. Darius got his hands on the championship belt, hit Azrael in the face with it, but that didn't. But I think Azrael kicked out of that. And I don't know if Darius hit his foreclosure. I forgot, it was the foreclosure finish or another move, and he pins Azrael, but Azrael had his foot underneath the rope, but Shady made the 3 count. Darius Carter became the new BCW heavyweight champion. After the match ended, Carter wanted the music stopped, and he wanted Peter Rosado to come into the ring. Rosado enters the ring, and he's seemingly begging for mercy. And Rosado, he tells Peter to put the belt around his waist, and he does. Then Carter tells Rosado to kiss his foot, which he does. And then Carter hits Rosado with the foreclosure. And Rosado had to be helped out from the ring, and Carter basked in his victory. All right, personal notes time. It was great talking with Irving Diaz and Tiffany. Great seeing Christopher Shady Torres, Peter Rosado, Anthony Cole, Bill Parham, Jason Bob 87, Elliot. Can't say I didn't mention you this time, Elliot. Didn't really get to catch up with Shane Fair because I know he's busy ring announcing and all. I take it most of the crowd was there for the wedding and not real wrestling fans, but that may have been the biggest crowd BCW has drawn since they've been running in St. Helena's this year. Well, as mentioned earlier, BCW returns as they kick off 2019 on Friday, January 18th, as they will have a one-night tournament to crown their first ever women's champion. I would like to see that night the newly crowned champion Darius Carter defend his championship in a rematch with the good guy Azrael. If possible, I'd like to see the Ugly Ducklings and South Philly's Finest, both tag teams, return. I'm sure they'll be back if they're not going to be back January 18th. I do have to say, bring back Saeed Al-Sabah. Bring back Wildman Congo. And bring back Harlow O'Hara for future BCW shows. There was a good-looking lady wearing an Iron Man t-shirt sitting on the opposite side of the room from me. Now, while I'm on the subject of ladies, Now, there is a lady who frequents BCW events. She and I, we spent time together from 2012 to 2013. We went to wrestling shows together, went to movies together. We, things didn't work out with us. And, I wasn't angry with her for the fact that things didn't work out. I knew at the moment when, and she said when, things, we stopped being around each other, I knew I had a friend in her. However, every time she comes to a BCW event and I'm there, I just can't bring myself to even say hello to the lady. Now, it's not the fact that things didn't work out with her. It's just that I feel she might not give me the time of, she might not give me the time of day, or, it's just that I really don't think it's a good decision. I mean, I don't know, folks. She's definitely good looking, as I'm fully aware. She I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'll get to have like another full-blown conversation with her. I just don't know. Folks. I mean, I don't even know if she'll come on January 18th when BCW returns to kick off 2019. So, definitely enjoyed this being there again, despite not being in the best of spirits. I sure hope, sure hope more bigger things are coming for BCW in the new year.